Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy can improve your health? But how do you actually know if it's working? That's what I'm covering inside this video. My name is Dr. Chris Garcia. I'm a leading expert in health and wellness and helping people live their most active and healthy life. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy is a method in which people sit inside a chamber, breathing 100% oxygen through an oxygen mask, which pushes oxygen into the lungs, into the bloodstream. This chamber is now increased pressure, up to 3 atmospheres of pressure. And this feels like being in an airplane or being in scuba diving. That increased sensation, you're gonna have up to 2 to 3 atmospheres of pressure, pushing oxygen into your system, having that oxygen that you're breathing through the mask into your lungs, saturating your bloodstream with up to 400% more oxygen. Now, why is oxygen so important? It is the gasoline, it's the fuel to every single cell in your body, and your body is made of millions of cells, and those cells are fueled by oxygen. Now imagine if you had more oxygen to allow that cell to work faster. That can help you heal faster, perform better. When you have oxygen being placed into your system, 400% more oxygen, this allows you to function at a better rate, feel better, less tired, less fatigued, heal faster. Now, how does this affect your overall health? The 2 ways to figure out if this is helping. This is the question that we get. I feel better, I have a better mood, I have better sleep, I have better memory, I'm less foggy, I'm less achy, I have a stronger immune system, I'm getting less sick. How do I actually know it's working? And there's 2 variables that you can look at. The first one is your heart rate. Now, your heart is the thing that pumps all the blood into your body as you walk, as you sleep, as you exercise. A normal resting heart rate can be anywhere from 40 to 70 beats per minute, depending on your age or lifestyle. Generally, a lower heart rate indicates better health. So for instance, if you have a resting heart rate of 50, so 50 beats, 50 total times that your heart is working in 1 minute. Now, if we compare that to somebody who doesn't have an active lifestyle or maybe is fighting current medical conditions and they have a heart rate of 70, their heart has to beat faster. What does this mean for the body? Well, your heart is a muscle, just like your arm muscles or your shoulder muscles. Imagine having to do more repetitions of exercise, maybe shoulder press, where you actually have to push the same weight, maybe just a little faster. Well, what's gonna happen? Those shoulder or arm muscles are gonna get more fatigued faster. Versus if you can use the same exact muscles, except move it a little bit slower and have less fatigue. So when your heart, which is a muscle, is beating faster, it's working harder. Now, when it's working slower, it's a measure of better health. So what we find is as people go into a hyperbaric chamber, their body has more oxygen to fight off infection, to allow their brain to function at a higher rate, faster rate, improve memory, decrease fatigue, decreased achiness, decreased soreness. Well, what does that do to the body? It's less stress. It allows the body to recover and heal faster and be in a more of an equilibrium state where it's feeling better. So therefore, we see decreases in resting heart rate. So with people who may have a resting heart rate of 70, we've seen 10% decreases with consistent exposure to hyperbaric oxygen therapy. Now, what that means is your body would be in less stress, better physical condition, less reaction to inflammatory processes, decreased inflammation, and overall better health. So one measure to look at when you do hyperbaric therapy is to look at your resting heart rate. Well, how long does this take? It's not going to take 1 session or 2 sessions. Most studies show that it can take 6 to 8 weeks of repeated consistent exposure of 2 to 3 times per week for 1 hour for 6 to 8 weeks. That tells you if you have been fighting infection, you've been dealing with soreness and achiness, and you feel like you're always stressed out, always worrying about things, and you feel like your memory's not there, you're moving slow or sluggish or fatigued, this can be an option to reduce the stress in your body naturally. No medications, no alternative medications are things to consider. This is a natural solution to decrease the stress to your body, and now you can measure it by looking at your resting heart rate. Now, how do you measure that? For most people, they wear a wearable, whether it's a ring or a watch or some type of band that measures your resting heart rate. And you want to get this where you're looking at your resting heart rate when you're sleeping and during your daily activities. So one of the best things to do is have a wearable that you can use. Just using your fingers won't be enough because you're going to have to do it consistently. So one of the best things I tell clients all over is to have a wearable and have that consistency at least 3 months to be able to see if there's a change in the HBOT exposure. The second one is something very similar. It's called HRV, heart rate variability. And the easiest way to think about this is the time between your heart rate beats. So for instance, if we have somebody who has a resting heart rate of 50, they're in good physical shape, they have low stress. So when the heart beats and it rests, the time between the next beat is that time period. So if you're beating often, it's a very short time period between each of those beats. This is a measure of somebody who is maybe not as healthy or fighting infection or going through a lot of stress. So the heart rate itself is how many beats. Heart rate variability is the time between those beats. They're very close and very similar. HRV is also measured via wearables. And what this tells you is if you can increase the length of time between your heartbeats, your body is in a better condition and less stress condition. So when you have one beat and you have a long period of time into the next beat, your body is not concerned, your body is not stressed. But if you have fast beats and you have short rate of heartbeats in between, this means that your body is under constant stress. Maybe you're not in the best physical condition. Maybe you're fighting an infection. Maybe you have an immune condition. Maybe you have an injury. Maybe you're fighting surgery. Maybe you're fighting concussion, post-traumatic stress disorder. All of these things create stress and create your heart to move faster and be more stressed and less relaxed. And so when you do hyperbaric oxygen therapy, this allows your body to fight infection with a stronger immune system, improve memory, decrease soreness, decrease inflammation, decrease all the inflammatory responses inside your body. And so now your body is more of a homeostasis. It allows you to rest and not being able to be concerned about memory or anxiety or depression. This allows your body to rest and recover. And the way you look at these things is your heart rate dropping? Meaning, is your body less stressed? And then is the total time between heartbeats increasing so you're less stressed? So you want to look at two variables: heart rate, resting heart rate, lower that as low as possible. And an HRV, heart rate variability, increase the time between the beats, which says that your body can hold that time and relax and do it for a long period of time. So measure those two things while wearing a wearable. These are two small, simple things that you can do to see if hyperbaric oxygen therapy is working for the time and money and investment that you're doing. And again, this is going to be a dose of 6 to 8 weeks under repeated exposure, 2 to 3 times a week for up to an hour. Now, your body might be different. You might need less time. Might need more time. But now you have direction to see, is hyperbaric oxygen therapy working for me? Now you have that simple solution. If you're considering hyperbaric oxygen therapy and you've wondered, is there a way that I can lower my stress? I can improve my function. I can decrease my aches and pains. Can I get rid of my chronic pain? Can I get rid of my inflammatory disease? Can I get rid of my brain fog? Can I reduce my concussion symptoms? These are all natural ways to fight off these conditions and help you find a natural solution in addition to all the remedies that you're currently doing. Maybe you're doing physical therapy or massage, or you're doing medications. This is an adjunct to be able to do it naturally, to help your body find homeostasis and a little bit more balance using those two measures. If you need more help, more assistance, and you want to try hyperbaric oxygen therapy, or you've been reading about it and now is the time, my team and I at Sports Performance Physical Therapy are excited to help point you in the right direction so you can feel great and have less inflammation and be on that path to better health. Hi, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification for my weekly tips on improving your lifelong health without aches and pains. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.